if you see this, right? They didn't. You told me they didn't want to do anything about it, right? So like, that's their choice, of course.
Yeah.
You'll see at a certain point too that the Baptiste will be alone up top there, and at that point, maybe start thinking about going out the right side too, because a lot of patches ago, excuse me, you can blink vertically, like you can get high ground a little bit with Tracer now, so you could
Yeah.
technically blink up here and blink up here and get the Baptiste, because he'll have a use his immortality field by then. But we'll get to that point at that. So they didn't want to do anything about it because it happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you knew Isu jumps in. At this point, nothing really to like you see that you saw the Baptiste there. Like,
Yeah.
imagine at that point, like, so they all drop down at a certain point, right? Wait, let me. So the Rhine will drop down, the D.Va will follow. Like when Isu jumps in, right? They all drop down. And imagine you right now being like at the blue car, right? You could
Yeah.
literally be up here, shoot the immortality field, get the Baptiste because he's distracted and he's alone.
Yeah.
Imagine that. And then, I mean, you'll still win the fight, like a little bit. So I'll do half time, right? So you're shooting the round, which is perfectly fine. I mean, you get your roll that way. I don't think there were targets being called because D.Va was like this very low HP right there.
No, I remember. I was calling the D.Va's name.
Yeah, okay.
Saying that she's low,
Okay.
and the right now just saying thanks.
And at this point, you recall after excuse me, after you blink into the enemy team. I guess that was an accident, right? You blinking into the team, but like
Yeah.
at that point, instead of blinking to like try and blink to the spawn, because you
Yeah.
like you didn't die, but like you got very close to look. Just look. It's like also pay attention to your kill feed. You lost early, right? Always pay attention.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I remember during this.
So
It was a lost
you
fight. But I was
do,
trying to build my
yeah,
ult.
yeah, like you do get into spawn, right? And at this point, I don't know if the Baptiste has any more. I didn't keep track, so let's check. The Baptiste died. Okay, so they don't have immortality field again. If you pay attention to kill feed, right? You see it. And look,
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the Rhine's health at that point, but like you can blink. Like he isn't low enough to blink melee him, but like a little bit of poke, you could blink melee him, right? And they're also
Yeah.
all distracted by the D.Va on point. So yeah, but, and again, if you didn't use your recall, you had it for this upcoming. So see, so the Rhine, you do get him, right? But like, yeah. And why do you get back into spawn at this point? Because I mean, they don't have Baptiste, they don't have Rhine, right?
Oh, because I only had the one blink with no recall, so I ran back, so the whole team was in here.
Yeah, okay. Better to be safe than sorry, you think, right?
Yeah.
Also, that was just again, if you go out right side here, if you go out
Yeah.
right side, they're all spamming down this little choke. You go out here, and like you hug the wall, for example, right? It's very hard for them to hit you. Yeah, it's way easier, and I don't think you recalled here. Yeah, okay, you didn't, which is very good, by the way, because most people just instant like panic recall, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I take damage. It's just muscle memory. I press E.
Yeah, you don't use pulse here, which I like, because you won the fight, basically. The Rhine is not getting back in time, right? It's just clean up, right? And I remember this part. The coach at a certain point said that you have to be pushing up as Tracer, right?
Yeah.
Which you do. Like at this point, you just wait here. Like this is actually like you just wait.
Yeah.
Here.
That was my plan, but I heard that I had to get more aggro.
Yeah, well, and he was right. But like, guard is here, so you're kind of aggro, but like, you could also just be waiting here, by the way.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, I don't know why that happens, like, people get out here, probably because there's a mega right there. So if you were here, for example, you could go like this, right? You could go like this, and go on a flank. It is a long flank, true, but like, it might work. and now you just wait. See, you wait, and now you wait, like, okay, it's an entire enemy team too, like, yeah. I don't know how they didn't see you, right here.
Yeah, he should have immortality.
Yeah, the recall, by the way, didn't need it. Why he didn't, like what you said, why he didn't, how is it called, immortality field it, I don't know. Also, good you didn't recall, because you weren't in the middle of the enemy team, right? You just blinked away from it, what is very good. So, I mean, you said you feel uncomfortable on Tracer, but like, it's really weird because to me, it doesn't always, like, sometimes you feel uncomfortable, but like, there are a lot of times like you don't feel uncomfortable. It seems like, right? Here, risky. Also, yeah, you could have blanked melee again.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
not comfortable with the spacing on that. I don't really know
yeah,
how to do
it is practice. Like, if you go into the practice range, right, like, and you just do that a lot, you'll learn the distance in your head. Like, also the Rhino is slow. I don't know if he dies at that point, but like, he's low there, and I think personally, the Rhino is more value than a Hanzo, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's a shield, like, it's their main tank, right?
I don't think I picked up on it when I was in the game. Because no one was saying anything.
You do get the, yeah, that's just, that happens. You did have recall, too, like, let me, because I don't know if it was just a quick shot from the Hanzo, but like, so you go in, right, you see I don't know if you saw the Mercury being low, but like, probably heard it, right? So this is all good, but then, recall, like, if you hear, it's better to recall out of pure safety, I personally think, than try and live unless you're standing on a health bank. Also, you're using all your blinks to engage. Okay, you've got your first one back now, but like, do not try and use all your blinks to engage, because it's really good mobility. And if you, so imagine you not having your blink, you just gonna blink back, right? So you just, you're right, where are you? So you would have been here, right? And wait, so it would be, yeah, I need to get higher a bit, sorry. So it would be here, and you have no blink. Of course, it's only a devound point, but imagine if there were more enemies. Like,
yeah,
most of the time you'll be dead just because of having no mobility. Yeah. Like, it's actually, oh, I really need to get used to the pen. So yeah, most of the time it's just like the little things. Also, again, okay, here you're pushing up, that's good. You can leave the Cree on point, honestly. They're just gonna stall it. Like, the chances of them winning a 3v6, not happening, honestly. At this point, you're going to push up, but like, here? You wait a sec. Why? You could be,
okay.
at that point, you could have been already here. Like, that's actually a blink. And honestly, going the low flank here, definitely okay, because they have they have early spawns, right? But you could have, if they would all have late spawns, you could be sitting up here and waiting for the call on your team, like I'll tell you when it gets there, to engage, right? Also, they're not here, but like, think about crouch, yeah, like that little, like, now you keep crouching, but like crouch walk, so you crouch, uncrouch, crouch, uncrouch all the time.
My ultimate is charging.
Right, because it's faster.
I remember he was telling me to go aggro, so I came off, but I don't really know what to do.
And it was the right call. But like, honestly, you're very lucky. Why you go low ground here, I don't know. They all dropped down. I don't know if the call out was made. I don't think I heard that one.
No, I don't think it was.
So you should be flanking, honestly, in my opinion, on the high ground, right? Because you're 12 off your ult. That's basically you having an OS racer. And if they're all high ground, you can force lamp that way without even having to use your. And now they all drop down again. I don't know why. They're actually bad, honestly, because they had high ground. They give it up for free. And like, yeah, that's because again, look where they are, and like they could have set up here, for example, right? And like, it would have been prime. Like, the The Baptiste is alone, by the way, too, here. So imagine again, you flanking high ground. Flanking high ground and forcing out the lamp on the Baptiste him alone. Your team, yeah. Like, this is also good. You get your boss bomb. You don't use it. I don't know what you do here. Oh, you lost. Okay, yeah, you lost your brick.
We got 2, I think.
Yeah, but like that, you lost this fight. You don't have any supports. Good recall, but like, it was a good instinct to recall there. Like, you wait here for your respawns. That's also really good. You're waiting for respawns, I think, here.
Yeah, and then I know we came out of spawn and then we was told not to move for charge.
Wait, you got told what? Sorry.
Not to move and just sit there for charge for Anna.
Yeah, that was a good call because she was like, I think.
He's like 70%, I think.
Yeah, and like if you saw your tank and your Winston were like very low health, so that's
yeah.
So that was the good call to make. Again, you use all your blinks just to get here, while you just could have walked. Honestly, the distance.
Let's go the Hanzo there.
Yeah, I know, but like the distance between, like, let's see, that distance. It's like, I mean, if you look, you were like, I think here you could literally hug this wall, and you could then just walk. You could blink through, but like, I think you blink into this wall right here, so you are here and you blink into that instead of just hugging a wall. There is a car here, and if you crouch, I think you will be hidden by the car. So you would be walking here. You had cover from the car. The Hanzo is here, so like he would be shooting in between, I think, the tree and a car, and his only shot is this. Like, it's actually only that at that point, or like this, but it's a really hard shot to hit. So I don't think he would have made that shot, to be honest. But like, I do get why you choose to blink instead of walk, right? By the way, I don't know if you heard it, but there was a Sonic Arrow placed there.
Yeah, I heard it.
Good, you got the immortality field out, so that's a good thing, right? And this is just cleanup. Again, actually, don't bother with this Zarya. Like, she was alone, don't bother with her.